noticed Eddie started recording a full 3 seconds after the rest of us.
They did.
Would you fulfill
I announced my countdown to the whole congregation.
Congregation.
What was that, Ethan? What are you?
I think it's a goldfish.
Are they just goldfish?
Maybe they're edibles. Now I'm not sure.
Yes,
No, they're Cheez-Its. Fuck. Fuck! Ow.
Here, I'll give you the rest of this Coke if you keep doing that thumbs up for the rest of the podcast.
It's not
Harry.
thumbs up.
What?
It's not thumbs up.
It's not thumbs up, then what is it?
I'm hitchhiking.
You're hitchhiking? For
Where are
what?
you hitchhiking to?
So I can save money.
Well, where are you going?
The future, old man. The future.
You going to the galaxy?
I just need
Well,
to
you
start
probably need a guide.
hitchhiking to save some money.
Good
Okay,
reference.
yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
42?
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, good job, guys. Does Ethan know what we're talking about?
Nope.
I barely know what I'm talking about. I know it from Goat Simulator, which is
What?
sick.
What?
I've never seen the movie or read the book. So
What?
What?
Can you believe these guys, Eddie?
Harry, have you not read the book or seen the movie either?
not done shit.
42.
He's got it. No, he's locked in. He's locked in.
That's how my dad was 42.
So
Deltarune, June 5th.
Actually, he
I'm
doesn't
sorry, I
like
have to mention
42.
one time the
He
podcast.
actually
If I get it out
does.
now,
Under 2 minutes. Area code 20.
Deltarune, June 5th, baby.
Actually, Pat Tillman. Ethan, did you just interrupt our little moment of silence for Pat Tillman to just shout out Deltarune?
Jesus, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Speaking like a true U of A kid, you don't care about our troops.
No respect.
Wow.
No
Wow.
respect.
We're mentioning 42 as a tribute to Pat Tillman, the late and great. They were the scattaboo of our parents' generation. That's what they called him.
People love Pat.
That's what they called him. They're like, oh my gosh, they're the scattaboo of our generation. That's what they said back then.
They definitely did say that. I can say that with full certainty and confidence.
Seth, do you not have your phone?
Oh, God.
Anyways,
I got
about-
called.
20 dick pics.
to pivot off of Ethan, that's why I'm hitchhiking so you can save up for the Nintendo Switch.
How much is it? I didn't see. I just saw that Mario World is $80. $4? $45. $40. It's going down.
Is Nintendo having a
Oh, 450. Thanks, Harry. Okay.
Yeah.
Or more with tariffs. Who's to say?
With terrorists.
The tariffs. Guys,
Maybe
this is our
Hey.
blow up.
What if I'm a Nintendo Switch 2 terrorist?
What do you mean this is our political episode? We've never gotten political before, but I feel like that's what our entire fucking bingo episode
Elon Musk is stepping down, ladies and gentlemen.
I got one. We'll do this later. We'll do this in a couple months. But bookmark it here.
Well,
Says
no,
it first.
just talk about it now. Why would you just talk about it now when it's
Because
relevant?
we'll have a calendar.
Talk about it now when it's relevant.
We'll have the bingo card.
Talk about it
All
now!
the time. Okay, well,
The motherfucker
Elon Musk
is
got
stepping
fucking
down.
He's stepping down or got kicked out. Who's to say? It's everyone's saying it's like a weird thing because he was supposed to go next month, but he went early because for some reason. But
Yeah,
Seth
it's because fucking Trump's tired of him stealing the spotlight. It's pretty.
Was it a bingo spot for Deltarune coming out, Ethan? I feel like that's what you predicted. We all got mad at you because we spanked you.
It was probably 100% was right.
It was.
Right. It's like not even a prediction.
Well, what a fruitful day for us then, Ethan, huh? How we feeling
I am
right
going.
now?
Oh, it's been a pretty good.
Nintendo Switch! I announced that was my bingo! Nintendo Switch came!
Wait, wasn't that known before?
I think I predicted it was like over like 50 or something.
Oh yeah.
What count it, Eddie? What do you got?
And new Mario Kart came with it or something.
The new Mario Kart came with it, and the Donkey Kong game and everything. The 007.
Hatsune Miku!
That's
You predicted the Hatsune Miku lookalike contest?
On my list, it just says Hatsune Miku.
Does it really?
So.
Fucking sure. We're all celebrating today.
Yes!
I forgot I wrote these down so I could
Congrats
actually
all
find
around.
out what the
Furry
exact
Miku!
I'd like to say that
We love you, Furry Miku.
Maybe
Hey.
I did the boldest one
And
here,
maybe
but,
no
you know,
money.
Who's to judge? Who's to judge?
I don't think it was that bold.
The
I think a
start
lot
of-
of people saw that coming.
The start of quarter 2 is great. All right, the start of quarter 2 is going great for us.
Is it?
April Fools! None of this actually happened. Whoa! I just pranked all of you. I just hijacked your media streams and plugged it with disinformation. Misinformation.
Technically, this is the start of quarter 2 of 2025. Around that
That's why I'm
time.
saying it's going great.
That's what he just
But
said.
quarter 1
Okay.
sucked. Quarter 2 is starting off great.
I said there's a new Mario Kart. It's the Smash Ultimate of Mario Karts. You could argue.
about? What are you fucking talking about, Ethan?
Ethan shaved.
Ethan shaved.
You're
I was on my
different.
Miku card as well.
You've
I do this
changed.
all the time.
Not as much as me, loser.
Wasn't
Yeah, not
Ethan's
much of me
bingo?
either.
Didn't Ethan have a bingo? Seth has a beard. Like that was his. He like. Seth
Was that
has
from like last year or
beard.
something, or this year?
No, it was this year.
It was this year? I'll buzz it right now. In my head.
No, you
I'll go
won't.
bald.
Yeah,
no,
that's
you
really-
fucking won't.
I'll
Yeah.
go bald. On
Anyways,
pod.
oh my gosh, we have another episode. We could do that
Yeah.
bingo later, I guess.
Yeah, like. you
So
know,
guys,
next year.
Deltarune.
before we get started, I have a story to tell.
Oh.
But I don't think I can take too long.
You can take however long that you want. This is a podcast. We talk about things.
No, like I feel like I should be timed just so I, don't get carried away with the story.
Ethan.
That was good.
Well, it
I
would have
will
been
admit-
good if there wasn't other shit we still wanted to talk about.
I will admit though, it was really funny because Eddie said today Ethan sucks at transitions. That was good. That was a good one right there.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, but now you got to work on your timing.
We need an applause, like like iCarly little. Beep, yay.
I would love that
We,
one. Also
we don't need to be throwing it to topic 7 minutes into the fucking podcast.
Yeah. What did people come to like hear us?
hear about it.
Idiots.
We have to banter for 15 minutes or more and then get into the topic.
We have to talk about the Switch 2, guys.
I was saying we haven't talked about the Switch 2. Like
It's all I
barely at all
could think
here.
about today. It's all I could think about today. It released today, guys. By the way.
We have
not
two
that we
switches
really-
on the podcast now.
No, Fuck you.
3? There's already a third switch. They didn't even come out with the second one yet. Mamma mia.
There's a fourth Switch.
Sure, there's been a fourth switch.
Fuck.
You wonder? You
Answer,
wonder
what do you
like
think? Sorry.
he's trying to get our reflections in the frame of the.
Harry, why don't you just get rid of the other Discord thing? You just have our little talking heads. It makes it
do
look so
you
much
do that?
better.
Harry, is
Go
that
to,
porn?
Go to the 3 dots on the bottom and click show non-video participants.
Okay.
It
It's
actually
just so
shows
much
us in the
better.
grid.
It makes
Right,
it's how we're. I'm
I need
looking
to
at
do
us.
it- I need to do
the way
this like
it's
a
in the pod.
grandparent.
It's so much better. It's so much better. Or getting the let's play for Harry. Audio listeners, he's literally turned up the let's play cam. We're watching it happen in real time here. Okay, no, he's gonna you go down.
Oh,
Grandpa-
no!
Grandpa-
Get the mouse away from me! Get the mouse
Yeah,
away from me! I
yeah.
don't want it! No! 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 No!
Other way,
Ah,
other
I'm
way,
bleeding
other
on me!
I like the mouse, sir. Sir, can I get the mouse?
And then you put. Okay, and then you get.
That's nice.
And then you get.
Stop.
All right,
It goes down to the 3 dots at the bottom.
I'd rather just use Nintendo Switch Game Chat.
No, you wouldn't.
Callback. Oh, callback.
Callback, I guess.
How was that a cult?
We're 9 minutes 30 seconds in, and I had a callback already. So
That's just the same conversation. The 3 dots, no, 2 more to the right. No.
Jesus.
Thank God. I have you muted. Thank God. Show non-video participants. And click that off. You missed.
I'm Hatsune
Cancel.
Miku. Boom, 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 boom,
Try one
boom.
more time.
Whoa. What was your guys' favorite Miku lookalike?
I don't.
I wasn't paying
I like-
attention to that.
I like the Dr. Eggman one.
Good choice.
What? You guys are all in like the glass liquor positions.
We're in the glass position right now, guys.
I don't like the guy below me. His smell is like wafting up.
I'd like the guy to blow me.
Hey, would you blow me? Guys, I'm thinking about studying abroad next year.
You told me about this. Yeah.
Is she gonna be hot?
I knew it. I knew it.
I was thinking of how to phrase it, but Harry beat me to it.
There was some guy in the hockey locker room the other day who said that, and I was like, "Which one?" I didn't say that out loud because I didn't know him.
Funny.
We're on ChatGPT. What's?
I can't even read his fucking screen. I don't know.
It says
It looks like enchantment table to me.
absolutely not. While Nintendo Switch might be awesome, selling a kidney is a bit of a. Oh, can you sell kidneys to afford Nintendo Switch? I mean, you
Wait,
can.
I thought you were selling your Nintendo Switch right now for $450, Harry.
Oh,
I'm trying
that's
to,
what
I
that
know, buzz.
was.
Yeah.
I
there he goes,
get
there he
it.
goes. There he goes.
Just sell your sperm.
I don't have the
Guys.
sperm
Guys,
that produce babies.
Guys, I think if we get him to sell all the sperm, he might.
What? Why didn't mention me? What the fuck is talking about Harry?
Wait, what? I didn't know.
Cause I asked it to make all my video captions.
Oh.
And ever since I made that one Boomer plays like the Marvel season, it always thinks I'm a grandpa. So it says, or even starting a Grandpa Plays Switch 2 series for Harry's Harry might just fund itself.
You have
This is
convinced
smart.
your AI that you're an old man.
Yeah, well, keep it that way so that it thinks it can take advantage of me.
I would also like to take advantage of you.
Yeah, what if I looked like this?
Now he's gonna take advantage of you even more.
I feel taken advantage of.
I'll close my nose
Oh,
though.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I thought
this
you
is
was
great.
gonna-
This is great podcast content.
I thought he was gonna go harass me.
I remember, you know how every time we leave, Seth yells at us for leaving. He's like, "We have a podcast, damn it!" And then he just leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Funny,
never.
funny the way the world works.
I did leave my Coke in the kitchen though.
If you guys could live anywhere in the world outside of the U.S., where would you live?
Your mom's house.
Hawaii.
That's in the U.S. That's also in the U.S. You are both awful at this.
Oh wait, I know where I'd live.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to tell you. I thought you just were like, where would you know where you'd live? I was like, yeah, I know where I thought that was the answer to the question.
I said, where would you live?
Denmark.
Greenland.
Okay, so that's an interesting one because that is a study abroad option. Guys, I think we should all study abroad.
Oh, I've been
Seth's
working on
mom.
it.
I actually would like that.
But if it's Seth's mom, it's fine.
Do they speak English in Denmark?
They speak English
Kind
in
of.
a lot of countries. It's just broken. It's broken English most of the
Yeah,
time.
you're broken. You're
Wow.
not much different, are you, pal?
If I do Netherlands, I might finally feel like a normal person with my fellow tall people.
And you can be bald.
And whenever
I
I'd
don't-
go to your place, I'd be like, I'm going to the Nether.
The Nether, yeah, you're gonna come visit me in Amsterdam all the time.
Only when we're doing speedruns.
This
I'll
guy,
be
this
like,
guy,
hey,
this,
yo, bro, where's my armor?
this guy could barely make the 2-hour trip up to Tempe, but he's gonna come visit me in Amsterdam on the weekends.
You can visit so many broads in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You can
Well, you
say
got to
so
pay
many.
for it though. What'd you say? Oh.
Is it like you got him?
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
No, it
Can we
wasn't
talk
that you
about
got him.
just
No,
for
it's-
a
it's-
quick second, bro.
Whatever.
Donkey Kong's new design.
I was
with
studying
the
in London, by
overalls.
the way.
Harry, what do you think of the new Donkey Kong? Because I know you played the last one a lot.
You mean Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze with new funky mode? Never
Yeah,
played
this is
it
a whole
before.
different game we're playing here.
Never played it.
Bam,
There's nothing
won't
like
you
it.
take me to bam, funky town? Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum.
I think it looks pretty fun. It looks.
It
Very,
looks
you know, my Odyssey.
interactable.
But,
It's so interactable though.
Interactable. There's a new thing. There's a new flavor. There's a new pickle flavor that we have at work. And
My dick.
one of the guys who works with me kept telling customers it smells pungent, and I'm like, something can't smell pungent. It is pungent. That's redundant.
like it smells pungent. That makes sense.
Yeah, it would make sense to you.
But you know what he's saying though, right?
You know something about smelling pungent, wouldn't you, Seth? Huh?
Okay, grammar, Elon. Let's not fucking get involved here with.
You walked right into that one. I can't lie.
Showing. What was my thing?
Looks like
Alright,
you're
listeners,
chewing
I
on
ate the
dick.
corn. I ate the corn. No, it was
Looks
corn,
like
not
you're chewing on
dick.
fat
You
cock.
wouldn't eat corn horizontal or dick horizontal.
You wouldn't eat corn horizontally because you're eating dick. Because you're eating dick.
Next question, please. But no, I actually.
Why are
think
you
Leonard-
eating dick?
I think Leonard would be pretty cool to study it because you know.
Seth, we did this. We did this last episode. Okay, we did the question thing last episode. We kind of have to come up with a new thing, with a new shtick.
Questions? We need a new
Yeah, remember?
shtick than questions.
No, remember, whatever.
No more questions, guys.
Do you guys use planners?
Question.
Use what?
Planners.
Question.
Stop saying question.
Did you ask that to Ethan?
Question: why is my butthole prolapsing?
I've always wanted to
Hey,
use
he's
a
got it.
planner.
I got a to-do list in
I-
my notes app. That's what we go off.
I used to when I was like a little kid. I drew pictures of my day. Dropped pictures of what I was gonna do.
Pretty cool.
Interesting.
It was very autistic of me.
Do you think that for any of those things you had to do, you could have just done them in the time it took you to like draw you doing them?
Absolutely. I like my mom. Like if you ask my mom, she could probably find them. She probably has them in like a box somewhere.
Oh.
And it's like
It's a box. It's a box labeled "Give to Harry, psychiatrist later in life."
Evidence for murder.
I legit like plan out like down to like spinning around the office chair 20 times.
Oh yes, you've always been like this.
So
Yeah,
you
like-
were. That was fully autism.
Like like 100%.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And you like you make a little guy spinning.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
My little guy
That's pretty high.
spins.
Cave drawings.
So maybe if they like made a planner where you just draw what you do, I could like draw around like me at my internship spinning around my office chair 20 times.
Your boss comes over. He's like, "Damn it, Fink! Why do you keep spinning around?"
It's on the
It's in the
planner.
planner, boss.
All right, that's fine. But once you're done, find me pictures of Spider-Man.
Sorry. Next to my planner is to draw the planner for the rest of the day.
Damn it!
See if I can fit it in.
Never gonna get those pictures.
Yeah, I have to. I'm really curious now. I'd love to like bring that on a podcast because I'm sure she has one of them at least.
Oh, this
Have
is
you-
what.
When would you say you stopped this? Do you know when you like stopped doing this?
Like probably after like 3rd grade or something.
Okay. But you would plan out the entire day and then.
I mean, not like every single day, but like it was like a thing I do sometimes.
Okay.
Ladies, he's being studious.
He's being
That
studious
makes
as
me
hell.
pretty damn hard.
I
Is-
also had
do
a
you-
comic book series, you know, so pretty big deal.
This is what my planner looks like.
Zoe Mama.
Not enough pictures of spinning in office chairs.
But it's
My
color-coded
planner
and everything.
is full of pictures of
And it's
Eddie
got
doing different
It's got
escape
Boba Fett
poses.
on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You know what that reminded me of, Eddie? That planner.
What?
You know, like that one meme where it was like girls in history class and it shows them like drawing the nicest thing ever.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
says, like Hiroshima.
The Holocaust? Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Are you comparing my life to the Holocaust, Jerry?
No.
Yep.
What that man?
So this is my planner in my notes app. It has 3 quotes at the top that I don't read ever, and then it's got things that I don't do ever, and then it's got more things that I don't do ever, and then it's got wants that I'm never gonna get, and then it's got my grocery list.
You will get that.
I will get that.
Oh shit.
I'm assured of it.
Because if I don't, I will die.
My channel's
Something like
5
that.
years old.
Really?
I started uploading March 30th, 2020.
Do I got you beat?
Oh, I started in
Yeah,
2021. That's right.
Yeah, you have me beat.
I was a year younger. That means I got another year to get to 1,000 subscribers.
I got you beat with the Minecraft rap. I think that's what it is.
I had my channel since like 2017, but I didn't upload like.
Wait, we got a FNAF 2 teaser, and Ethan hasn't been yelling about it.
I watched it, but I need to see more. It's just a teaser, not a trailer. The
haven't
animatronics look
talked about
great,
it?
and there's
Okay.
a Springtrap tease.
Dude,
But
Ethan, you
I'm
got
gonna
the
tease.
release date for Deltarune, and you've been nonstop talking about it all day. But actual content for a movie, and you're just like,
hey, fuck you. Okay, I've been waiting forever for a Deltarune thing. Okay,
Ethan, get
I
off
watched
your
the
second
FNAF movie.
monitor and engage in the podcast.
You guys are on my second monitor. I'm looking at you guys right now.
Get off your first monitor.
If I do this
That
on
was
the
clever.
podcast, they will know.
That was actually very clever of you, Eddie. Good boy.
I've been waiting forever for Bonefish to be in Mario Kart, guys. Oh my gosh, can't wait.
Finally,
Bonefish.
Moo Moo Cow can grind on that fucking telephone wire.
Dude, everyone's talking about Moo Moo Cow. They're not even ready to talk about Bonefish.
I don't
want
want to fucking hear about Bonefish. That's the thing, though. I don't want to hear about Bonefish.
You're
Did
hopping
any of
on
them
the-
like grind on anything?
You're hopping on the Moo Moo Meadows bandwagon, okay?
Did any of them grind on anything? Yes or no?
They can.
They can't.
I grinded on Seth's mom.
They didn't show it, so they can't do it.
Dude, Bonefish is so cool. He doesn't have
We
any
had
fucking limbs.
a
How does he drive?
Ethan,
How does he drive?
we had a truce, you piece of shit.
It's cool. It's cool.
With his bones.
Ready? If you don't know what I'm referencing, I can send you the picture. It's basically like they
To the
made,
bone.
like, any Mario Kart character. Oh, and Snowman, dude. Snowman's one of my favorites too.
So that's a good one.
Fuck, where is it?
Have we talked about who we made in Mario Kart?
Yep. No.
Why do you say yep, dude?
Yes.
You said a definitive yeah.
Keep fucking typing on your first one or whatever. I'm a Yoshi.
I have also been told that people love when one of the members of a podcast is just fully distracted the entire time and not
Just
engaged in
logged
what's
out.
going on at all.
Oh, is that me again?
Interesting. Hey,
Our
eyes up
crab,
here,
dude.
buddy. Eyes up here.
Like
What?
Bonefish and
Yeah,
Crab.
you're-
Like Eddie, I sent it to the group chat.
Rest.
If you
Oh.
want to take another look at it. It's so
For
funny, dude.
audio listeners.
It's so funny.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, there's just it's Mario Kart, but there's like a bunch
Where are
of
these? Who are you
so many
people?
random characters.
I love the crab, dude. His arms are just fucking in the air.
He's just not even attempting to drive, just like
And the bee in the fucking middle, dude. Where's the snowman? I gotta find the fucking snowman. I love him. Everyone's talking about Moo Moo Meadows Cow. No one talking about snowman.
I want to hear about Snowman, bro.
Let
This
me
is
know when
really
Snowman
absurd.
becomes a good character.
Yeah.
I just don't see his lore prevalence yet, so.
Oh, dude, Eddie, you're gonna love snowman, dude. I know you're gonna be a snowman fan with me. I just know it.
probably.
Snow fan. Joke was right there.
Look at that, Eddie.
And your second monitor is right here. You can look
Here you
at
go. Here you go to all visual
Oh
listeners.
hell yeah!
Look at him. He's just-
Snowman!
Hell yeah. He's
Hell
all
yeah.
looking at it. All right.
You're a Moo Moo
Wow.
contrarian.
Seth, name one Mario Kart track.
No.
Can I name one, sir?
No.
No, but you know what you can name, Ethan? You can name a place.
Okay. On the
Still
streets
say
of
Delta.
Gotham.
Please don't say
Alright.
the church
think
in
I'm in the
chapter
shadows.
4 of Delta.
I am the shadows.
No, you said the
Don't-
streets of Gotham, Harry. He already
Okay.
said that. Okay.
Okay, he's been freaking
Now-
out about the church, and no one knows what he's talking about.
Seth,
The
you're-
church. Okay,
Seth-
so in Deltarune chapters 1 and 2, you're
No,
walking around the town,
no,
it's in the
no. Small
southwest
talk's
part of it.
over. Small talk's over.
I kind of want to church this time.
Maybe you should have spent more time talking about Deltarune last time looking at your other monitor, huh?
Please,
Dumbass.
like you would fucking want that. Like you would fucking want that, dude. Listen, when I'm done violating your butthole, there won't be anything left. There will just be a gaping hole. It will look as if a cavern was formed inside of your bowels.
That's how I'm gonna crash
You're
out.
moving
when
your hands a
Moo
lot like
Meadow
Donald Trump
Cow
right
beats
now.
me in Mario Kart.
Your asshole is gonna be hurt. It's gonna be prolapsing.
Gonna wreck your asshole. Alright.
Stretch,
It's gonna
stretch
be
it this way.
huge.
Stretch it this
Huge
way.
asshole. Just like me.
Make ass cavernous again.
All right, now,
Naka.
Seth, you're gonna give me a time, a
Make ass
year,
so gaping
time of
again.
day.
1:30.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to make it.
What year? It's just this current time. Current year, 2025.
Let's go. We're in Gotham. Let's kick it back. The 90s.
The 90s.
Oh, hell yeah.
93.
All right, Harry, are you ready?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay. We're the much awaited sequel to the timed stories. Now, Harry, that's what you got to go off of. And you can start this however you want. All right?
Oh boy.
And you're going to get a random time.
Don't say that. He's just gonna scream into his mic.
Oh, wait.
Wait, it doesn't do it till like 10 minutes last time.
10 minutes?
It was
No,
like-
I don't think. I do not think it went to 10 minutes. I think it was like 3 minutes max.
Okay, we'll do
I
3
get a
minutes.
great
All right.
time.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready, Dad.
All right. Harry, 3, 2, 1.
He came through a portal. He didn't know where he was. Yes, it was him. Spider-Man. Raining. In the middle of the day? No, it wasn't noon. Seemed a little past noon. And it wasn't raining rain. It was raining bagels. What was this mysterious place? He looks around. He sees a Got milk truck, but a tree was kind of hiding part of the view. It looked like Got. He looked around. He saw a pig shop. He looked in the window, front window. Ham? Where was he? Got ham? Spider-Man's never been in this city before. He was skeptical, so he climbed up a city building and ate one everything bagel because he loves it. That's his favorite bagel. He looked around. There weren't any giant billboards of the Daily Bugle yelling about Spider-Man and how much of a crooked villain he is. But he smelled something in the air. It was crime.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like,
That's
yeah,
really-
it's
It's
crime.
nice.
It was crime.
Got
Yay,
it, correct.
crime.
Crime.
Hooray. All right. Now we're gonna throw it over to Ethan. All right,
Gosh,
Ethan,
Big E.
keep the story going. 3, 2, 1.
Well, who did this crime? What could have possibly happened to make Spider-Man sense? It was none other than the Joker. But this wasn't your typical Joker. He was a bit more sane than the others. This sane Joker was attacking a criminal. He was stopping the robbery. But because this sane Joker was an anti-hero, he was willing to use any means necessary to get the criminal arrested. Spider-Man dropped down, looked at the sane Joker and went, "Whoa, buddy, it's time you put that gun away." The Joker looks over at Spider-Man and goes, "The Joker, baby." This makes Spider-Man go, "Dude, what
It
the
was
fuck
the
are you
same
talking
Joker.
about?"
Spider-Man doesn't swear. What's going on? The story makes no sense.
The Joker's like,
It's a
"Whoa,
90s.
bro,
Eddie.
you know you can do that. Really, censorship hasn't gotten to us yet." A fight ensued. Spider-Man grabbed Saint Joker's fucking collar, threw him towards himself, throwing punch after punch after punch. But the sane Joker had something in his sleeve. A flint-knock pistol from Fortnite. Shooting, he flies away and making Spider-Man go, "What the hell's happening?" That's when they realize Gotham City is in the Fortnite map. They stare
Whoa!
at each other in the no-build zone in Season X, where the world is destabilizing fast. Joker grabs one of the fucking grappling hooks and says, "I'll see you later, weird-ass spider," and flies away. Spider-Man's left with his thoughts. Where am I? Who am I? Why is it the timer stopping? Damn it! He looks around, really going for a cliffhanger. He walks over to the edge of the rift. He puts his hand against it, and his spider sense goes haywire, feeling the rift's energy coursing through his hand. But pushing his hand through, he finds that it's safe to go through this rift wall. I was trying to end every sentence with a fucking cliffhanger. Like, it was really hard. So was I.
You're supposed to let it go with the flow, man. I also like how you set the location and then immediately changed the location.
No, it's still Gotham
I mean-
City.
It's still Gotham City in Fortnite.
I just expanded the
It's
scope
funny.
of the story.
Yeah.
And
Shut
technically,
up.
you could do everything I just said in Fortnite. So, like everything, like you can be Spider-Man, you can be Joker, fighting in
Sure.
Gotham
This
City
opens up
on
a
season.
this opens up a lot of possibilities for the rest of the story now.
Nope, Spider-Man wasn't in the game during Season X of Fortnite, so you can't do that.
But he will be in season OG, season X. Bitch.
What if they don't get there? They don't get there. That's like another 5 years.
Fucking blow up.
What's another 5 years?
And
always
3,
start again.
2,
Play another
1.
As Spider-Man pushes his hand through the rift, he suddenly starts falling into it, and then he's teleported up into the sky. The rift, it's sent him all the way to the top of the map. He's falling down. He's in a free fall, and there's so much wind coming up at him. He's looking around. He's so discombobulated, and he sees Joker off in the distance on a what appears to be a paraglider of some kind. And he's just going down with it, and he says, "Spider-Man, if you want to live, you got to paraglide too." And he says, "What? I got paraglide now." And he said, "Yeah, you got paraglide, buddy." So then Spider-Man reaches into his pocket, and he finds that he has a paraglider too. It's the Millennium Falcon. It's the whole thing. And he grabs onto it, and he stops himself right before he lands.
Okay.
A D.
Spider-Man lands, and he begins running. He feels it. He feels the Joker is nearby. He's searching for him, but then a stray bullet comes right by his head. He looks, and who does he see? Hatsune Miku trying to take him out. He looks up. He pauses for a second. He's like, "Is that Hatsune Miku? Famous computer pop star Hatsune Miku?" And he swings his web to her. She runs away, but before she can get far, he takes his web and shut up. And he takes his web and he captures her and swings her right into him. In a romantic moment, for a second, they share a bond and they lock eyes. But then Spider-Man focuses. He needs to catch the Joker. The Joker must be caught. He sets her down. He's like, "Why are you trying to kill me?" And she's like, "I'm Hatsune Miku. This is Fortnite." And he's like, "I can't communicate with you." And he runs away. And then she starts doing a little emote where she does this. And then he's just like, "Yeah, all right." So he starts swinging away. He swings through the city. And then he starts hearing a faint echo of music in the background. A familiar bass line. Familiar guitar track. Screams of rage, of anguish, as he hears through the fire and the flames, blasting from an open alley. He swings to the alley, hoping maybe someone could lead him to the Joker that he's been searching so long for. He creeps in, making sure that the people playing the music are safe. And he sees his good friend, Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen. She's in the game, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Chapter 3, season 3.
And he's like, "Wait a second, I know you guys." And they're like, "Who are you? Why do you look like us?" And he's like, "I'm Spider-Man." And then they do the thing where they go the
Point thing.
The
the point thing. They do the point meme. He's like, "I need your help. I'm trying to find the Joker, but he's not quite the Joker. He's like a kind of like a sane Joker. Even though he acts like normal Joker and he talks like normal Joker, I guess he's technically sane Joker, but I need your help to find him." Like, "All right, well, I guess if you're one of us." And then suddenly a shining, glowing orb drops down and lands at their feet. It's sparkling. And for this a second of peace and silence and suspense as they look and wait for what the orb will bring them. Perfect.
I hope Harry knows what you're talking about when you say that, just for the
I
follow-up.
don't think Eddie knows what he's talking about when he says that.
Oh,
Yes,
know
I
what
do.
Eddie's talking
Fuck
about.
you.
Context clues are so important here.
All right, Harry. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man's nervous. He feels his spider sense tingling as he ponders the orb. But there's some kind of warmth coming from it. Something familiar. Something that reminds him of his childhood. Peter Parker's childhood, that is. Not Spider-Man's. Because Spider-Man didn't exist until he got bit by the spider. So, Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, he shuffles closer and closer to the orb as it gets warmer and warmer. And the orb seems to be moving towards him, towards his chest, and accepts him as one. They fuse together. The Spider-Man in the orb, he glows with light like a sun that's a disco ball at the same time. Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales' jaws dropped on the floor like cartoon characters. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they should help his friend, if their friend, or just let him just be this shining orb of light and color and beauty. And Spider-Man, he screams out in agony. Ah! Bloody murder, he screams. He even turns into a British accent for a little bit. They're like, holy shit, Tom Holland, you're that Spider-Man. They thought he was Tobey Maguire or like Andrew Garfield, but
Andrew
he's a
Garfield's
Tom
also
Holland
British.
What?
Andrew Garfield's also British.
And so Tom Holland, aka Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, he starts going up towards the sky. He feels himself being lifted off the ground. Next thing he knows, he's coming out of the air. It was just another rift. It just looked a little different. And he's gliding again. He says, oh shoot, I'm all out of paragliders. But just then, the Joker glides by. He's still gliding the sky because he's so sane like that. And he goes, I'm still the Joker, Spider-Man. You have a paraglider?
All right, Seth.
Seth?
Ethan. Sorry, on my thing, it's stacked.
Okay, I'll get
Harry,
it.
Seth, Ethan.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, hold
Glide
on.
it.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
By the way, me and Ethan, we what orb were you thinking I was talking about, Ethan?
Boogie bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Glider. They're falling in the air. Spider-Man fumbling for something to hold on to. When he sees it, Joker's ankles. He grabs onto them, holding real tight as Joker goes, "You may be sane, but my ankles kind of hurt when you do that." Spider-Man's like, okay. And as they glide together, they see it. The promised land. Tilted towers. They, floating toward it, begin to have a conversation. "You did it time." "Yeah, I thought it was a boogie bomb, but I guess I just got it wrong." At that moment, they see a shark gliding in, but someone's standing on top of the shark. It's Deadpool. Whoa! Who the fuck is that guy? Deadpool looks at the camera. "I'm Deadpool." He then flies away, leaving everyone to wonder what his cameo had to do with anything. They land in Tilted Towers. Sane Joker, Spider-Man look at each other, and they only have one question on their mind. How do we get home? That's when they see it in the distance. Omega, level 80 with lights.
Omega.
And they realize that they're in for quite a fight. But then, he gets shot. His body falls limp on the ground. Sane Joker and Spider-Man are confused. They thought they were going to have to fight for their lives, but they see an even bigger threat. The Reaper. Oh, wait, I'm sorry there. A bigger threat is perfect to stop at. Oh, hell yeah.
All right, Seth.
Yo.
3, 2, 1.
They see an even bigger threat come out. Hatsune Miku again. She's back. The cameo's not over. She says, "Hi guys, it's me. I'm back." They both breathe a sigh of relief and are like, "Oh, thank God, it's just Hatsune Miku." Just then, Deadpool comes out of nowhere and shotguns Hatsune Miku in the fucking head. She's
Alexa!
dead on the floor instantly.
Stop!
She's fucking dead. And they go, "What happened?" And Deadpool's like, "No, I'm not done yet. This cameo's not over." And he starts rushing at them. So Spider-Man and Sam joke with each other, and they say, "We gotta get out of here." They say it at the same time, by the way. And they just start running through Tilted Towers, and they start going through the alleyways, and they see Miles and Gwen again. They say, "Hey guys," and they just ignore him, and they just keep running still. And I think Deadpool probably shoots them, but we don't know that for sure. And they just keep running all around until they get to the end of an alleyway. They're cornered, out of options. They look back.
All right. They look back, and there's Deadpool, emoting. They're confused. They thought he was going to kill them. He was like, "Hey guys, you want a chimichanga?" They're like, "What's happening?" He's like, "Well, you know, this guy kind of looks like me, and you seem edgy just like me. You know, you seem like kind of a Sigma, and I respect that. So I think we could be friends." And they're like, "Okay, cool." And they start walking away. They're like, "Well, we still need to get home." And Deadpool's like, "Well, you know, I know there's a way you can get home. You have to clutch up and win." They're like, "What do you mean you have to win?" And he points to the sky, and you see a battle bus flying over. He's like, "That. You have to do that." And then they cuts into the bus. They're flying over. They make sure to say thank you to the bus driver because they're very respectful like that. They see all sorts of characters in there as they launch out into a 100-person lobby for duos. Right back into Gotham City Twin Towers, which is I think I'm not entirely
Twin
sure.
Towers?
Tilted.
Uh,
Tilted. They're getting tilted at the towers. They're not.
Anyways,
bad event history.
there's been a second Gotham City, and they fall down. They look for loot, and as 3, 2, 1.
As they go to grab a chest, they look up. Deadpool and Hatsune Miku are on the same team, and they got the weapon from the chest first. They dive into a river and run to the end of it, where the river starts to split off. They don't know where they go. They're all out of options right at the end, and they see a big pile of C4. It's gonna explode. There's a sign by it. "This river's rigged to explode tomorrow." From Deadpool and Hatsune Miku. And Spider-Man's like, "Oh my gosh, the river delta ruined tomorrow? Oh no, the delta ruined tomorrow!" And they start crying and they embrace. But they realize they don't care about the train. They're in fucking Fortnite. They both say it. Spider-Man sounds like this. "We're in fucking Fortnite." Joker sounds like this. "We're in fucking Fortnite." A little bit of Mickey Mouse in there. But he's sane. Trust me. He's sane. And they cross the river on the opposite side of Twin Tower, Gotham City, Tilted Tower now.
What was that, Harry?
What?
All right,
What was that? You brought back a dead character? Yeah.
What do you mean
dead.
dead character? It was a
Hatsune
new
Miku
duos
was
match.
shot dead in the head.
It was a new duos match.
She was shotgunned in the face. She's
So
there
dead.
could be 10 Hatsune Mikus in this duos map, Seth.
Seth,
She's
they
dead.
dropped from a battle bus. It's 100. It's the start of a game. What are you fucking talking about? Do you know anything about Fortnite?
This guy's never played Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, Seth. I love you.
All right,
love. I love. Okay. Alright. They're in a corner, and I'm sorry, the song took me away. They're in a corner, and they see Hatsune Miku walking towards them, nothing but pickaxe in hand. Deadpool
Wait, like
follows. No. Deadpool's right behind. Spider-Man looks at them, terrified, and he goes, "Hatsune Miku, I thought you died! Hatsune Miku looks Spider-Man in the eyes and with a chilling glare says, gamers don't die. We respawn. She takes out a fucking
So
pistol
That's
and
so
aims it
hard.
at Spider-Man's head. Spider-Man sits there shaking and he's like, listen, I know it's bad, but the Delta doesn't have to ruin tomorrow. Deadpool looks at the camera again and says, what the fuck did this guy just say? Hatsune Miku looks at Deadpool and goes, hey, you gotta stop swearing. You're constantly hurting my monetization. That's when everyone in the scene realizes she's streaming. They look at each other in shock. Why is she streaming? What could Hatsune Miku gain from streaming? And that's where they hear another streamer singing a song of immeasurable emotional quality. Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. And they see him. Ninja on top of Clock Tower, aiming a sniper. He says, who do I have to kill to get the victory royale? Spider-Man looks at
All
Hatsune
of
Miku
them?
and Deadpool. And he's like, the victory royale. I'm thinking I like that name. And he points at Deadpool, who gets shot in the fucking head by Ninja.
No.
His teammate, the Reaper from season 3, comes up and says, hey, looks like we killed that guy, eh? Ninja looks at him and he's like, wow, that kill was massive! Spider-Man looks at the bleeding head of Deadpool and he's thinking, but how am I gonna stop the bomb? He has only one choice. Temporarily team up with Hatsune Miku and get the victory royale. We now cut over to Anarchy Acres, where Black Knight and Red Knight are getting it on, and it's steamy. It is fucking crazy. The story has nowhere else to go in my mind that I can really think of, so
There's
let's
so
cut.
much else to go. There's so much.
They
else
have to win the game.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about I don't know where to go from sex, from the cutaway. They give birth
There's a little
to
Family Guy
ultimate-
cutaway.
Hey, Hatsune Miku, you remember that time that Red Knight and Black Knight were absolutely boning? I'm Hatsune Miku. What the fuck?
I lost it.
All right, Seth. 3, 2, 1.
Just that both the knights fucking die somehow. They explode. Cut back to Tilted Towers. God damn it! God damn it! Okay, at least I killed the B plot. That's all.
All right.
He did.
They come back to Tilted Towers, and the new trio is formed, which is questionable. You're not really supposed to do that. You're not really supposed to team with other duos, but like it's Spider-Man, so like they'll allow it. Like he feels like he has like the good of like the game and like in mind, but like it's questionable. They're looking out for him, and they're starting they're hiding in the towers, waiting for Ninja and Reaper, and I don't know who else, guys. I don't know. And Spider-Man thinks to himself, and he realizes, I don't really know that much about this game. I really only started playing it like a year and a half ago, really. And I don't understand all these references, so I don't really know where to build off of this. So he's like, he's like, oh, guys. But I can swing and shoot guns. And they're like, okay. And then he goes and he starts swinging. And he draws Black Reaper and Ninja. They separate. Because the Reaper's like, or just Reaper, I guess is his name. He goes and he's like, I'll handle this guy, because he's out on his own, and they think he's a noob. They think he's some idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. They go and they chase him, and Ninja starts to go up on Hatsune Miku and Joker, and Joker's like, I'm sorry, Toots, and he shoots Hatsune Miku in the head, ending the alliance. I don't like how happy Seth is about that. I'm really regretting my decision.
Because if it wasn't you, it was gonna be him if you had any more time.
Fair.
If I had one more
I should
second.
have had Hatsune Miku kill the Joker.
Too late.
And fuck.
Ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man says, "What the fuck are you doing, Joker?" And he's like, I'm gonna have a plan, but it might be a little insane. As he lights his cigarette, I don't know how he got a cigarette in Fortnite. He's like, follow me. I know a man by the river. And so they run to the river, being chased by Ninja and the Reaper and all of them. And they're like, please, sir, you majestic sir, who comes out. He waddles out of his hut. He's like, you gotta save us. Just then Ninja and the Reaper approach behind him. And he's like, watch out. And so they dive out of the way as this mysterious guy goes, flint and steel! Aiming right for the C4 pile. Boom! Ninja dead. Reaper dead. Holy shit, the Delta rune today. They look back and they're like, who are you, you mysterious man? The Joker knew who he was, but for Spider-Man, he responded, I am Steve. And they're like, wow, you must be added between season 3 of OG and before OG season X comes back, because you're currently not in the game, even though this is the 90s and Fortnite doesn't even exist in the 90s. Is it still raining bagels?
No, the fuck?
Steve can only speak in movie lines though, so he says, as a child, I yearn for the mines. And they're like, that's right, we gotta get to Shifty Shafts, the circle's closing in. So they skedaddle. They run all the way past these dead corpses, which they didn't even think about picking up all the legendary loot that Ninja collected. Meanwhile, Ninja's freaking screaming his head off about Epic Games ruined the game with all these new add-ons. But as they get to Shifty Shafts,
Riftigos!
They realize that they rotated late and everyone's already all based up. That's right. They're not in zero builds. They're in builds, just no one had builded until then. I don't think. Holy shit. They're in for trouble, because none of them collected mats. Not even insane Joker thought to collect mats. So they dive underground, because Steve knows how to mine. He digs them two dirt down, and 3 dirt down, and places 1 block on top of them. And then he lights a torch. He says, flint and steel! He did not use flint and steel to light the torch, but he still says it anyways. And Spider-Man and Joker are too afraid to correct him. They just let him do his thing. Good luck, Ethan.
3, 2,
Ethan, the ending is clear here.
1.
You got it set up to you. It's just tee it.
They look at Steve, really confused, but then they see him. The Brian Griffin back bling being worn by Peter Griffin. Steve says, I faced this man before. And as they fight, he yells at the back bling. He said, Brian, why are you fighting me? You used to be a hero. The Peter Griffin skin. Here's this, and he goes, Hero Brian. I'm thinking I like that name. An epic battle ensues of Minecraft TNT in the middle of Fortnite, because those are the 2 skins added later this year when that hopefully happens.
Minecraft TNT's a skin.
Yes. Anyways, they blow each other up, and there's like fighting everywhere. They're colliding, and Spider-Man thinks, he's like, just to think today started with a bagel hitting me in the head. He looks at Hatsune Miku, who's, I think, dead now.
She just carried her corpse.
He looked at her corpse and he's like,
tilted.
They're in a fucking underground of Shifty Shafts. How are they?
He's been wearing her head on his back. He looks at it and he's like, why the fuck did I take this? And he puts it down gently. The same Joker looks at him and is like, whoa, you're making me look real sane right now. But then they look outside and they see Black Knight, the king of Anarchy Acres, and he's like, what's up, fuckers? I just had sex and now I'm ready to beat your ass.
I thought he was dead!
That's 3 some. Only 2 died.
Yeah. Then please let Black Knight stay in the story this time, okay?
Fuck
Alright,
you.
3, 2, 1.
The fighting still ensuing behind them. They look up from their hole to see Black Knight looming over them. It looks like you're out of time. Just from the corner of his eye, Spider-Man counts the player count. There's 5 people left. 3 duos. That means that 2 of these guys have to be together. And they're all in the same place. Just then, Spider-Man gets an idea. I have to use what's within me. Just then, the orb shoots back out. It's still the Rift to go. He's been saving this whole time. And in his back pocket, one of the pieces of C4 from the river. He throws it into the trio of Jack Black and the other guy. Joker grabs his flintlock up the Black Knight, shoots him. They run through the rift to go, oh no, there's no time. It blows up, the C4 blows up. They get it just in time. They're in the middle of the sky. And they're so lost. And they're going everywhere. And they're going crazy. And they don't have their paragliders anymore. Oh no, what are we supposed to do?
Eddie, you're pretty fucked right now. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I got it.
You have an ending now, but
They land. They're fine. They see the player count go down to 3. They're standing right there being like, there's only one person left. And the same Joker turns around. And Spider-Man's like, wait, whatever happened to Miku? And same Joker turns around and is like, the same thing that's about to happen to you. And he points the gun at him. Shoots him in the head. Betrayal. The music swells. Sadness befalls as Spider-Man crawls on the ground. St. Joker's like, I was never gonna change these scars, Spider-Man! Something like that.
I thought they were in this.
You thought I was a sane Joker? I've always been insane! There's no such thing as a sane Joker! And then... No! Fuck! Damn it!
What happened to the sky?
What do you mean what happened to the sky?
They were in the middle of the sky.
I said they landed!
Okay.
you did. That was like the first thing you said, by the way. But
Just as the Joker's about to put Spider-Man out of his
Harry's gonna get to talk for like
Spider-Man
3 minutes
crawls
again.
away. He's crawling away. Boom! Joker falls down into blue little cubes.
I'm gonna kill
Dust
myself.
Away. Holy shit. Black Knight. He said, I marked Anarchy Acres, and you dropped Tilted Towers. Spider-Man's like, I'm sorry. He's like, you missed the threesome. And then they look up into the sky as a bright blue black banner flashes over them. #1 Victory Royale. They hear from the skies it sounds like cheering, but really it's Ninja screaming his head off because Spider-Man used a rift to go to cheese the game. He was pissed.
I'm pissed.
Black Knight and Spider-Man look at each other. They're like, we don't escape this, do we? Black Knight's like, no, we're not going to remember each other in the next Fortnite. It's just going to happen all over again. So Spider-Man looks down, he looks back up, and he's like, can we share a kiss one last time? He's like,
Can
Black
I make
Knight
it last
says,
forever?
I'm gonna threesome with you in the next Fortnite. And they lean into each other passionately. Spider-Man's like, wait, I gotta do a Spider-Man kiss. So he goes to run over to a tree, but boom, he freezes in place because they ran out of time to emote. And all their XP flashes on the screen of all the XP they earned. They're stuck there just looking at each other, not able to kiss their kissable lips.
What a tragedy.
They won, but at what cost?
Cost.
I'm so mad. I had a perfect ending for what I wanted to do. I'm so upset.
He's not done. He's not done.
The same Joker is dead, but he's still ringing in their ears his maniacal laugh. He really won, did he? Because they didn't get to kiss. They didn't get to be duo partners the whole time. The Delta ruined today. It was all the Joker's fault. His planning. Maybe the Joker was in on it. Maybe he was in on the sane. Insane. The Joker. He was insane all along. And he broke out into song.
I just said
Joker
that.
3 all
I
along.
said that in my thing.
Joker
I said
3.
that.
The musical. It doesn't make sense if you saw Joker 2, but it works because he's insane. He's the Joker, baby. That's why I was writing bagels. It all makes sense now. As Spider-Man says, he's still like poised.
I swear to God, every single one Harry's gotten has been at least 2 minutes.
The timer has blessed me.
So the Joker's saying something, right?
I don't know.
Okay, I think it was
Could have
the
ended it
Joker.
like minutes ago.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Yeah. As the Joker says to himself in the 7 minutes he has before his brain activity is off. I wish I had gotten that kiss. Boom. They reset. Whole new map. Same game. The whole game goes by as normally. But as it ends in Flush Factory, Spider-Man looks up, and in the giant toilet, Black Knight. They did solos this time. It was 1-on-1. Spider-Man looks at the toilet, seeing nothing but the head. And it reminds him of his favorite YouTube video, Skibbity Toilet. Black Knight looks at Spider-Man and says, I can still remember. Can't you? Spider-Man looks up and says, Skibbity Dump Dump, yes and yes.
Meet
Black
me in
Knight
Ohio.
Black Knight gestures to Spider-Man to get inside the toilet with him. He does. As they sit in the giant toilet together, Black Knight reaches, pulls a handle, and the water beside them begins to spin. They get sucked into the toilet, literally flushed away. The two of them are floating in the water, in the random sewers underneath Flush Factory. When to their left, they can see Hugh Jackman. Oh, damn! I was gonna make a joke about Hugh Jackman being modeled like a mouse because of the Washed Away movie. Damn it.
It's such a
Go ahead.
niche fucking reference.
From the sewers. I was gonna say some random bullshit. You're fucking lucky.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
From the sewers, they hear.
I always get to 2 minutes.
They hear the echo. They hear the echo. And they see a shadowy figure at the end, flexing. They're like, it's nice to see you two. Do you know why? Because I am here! And All Might's there. The player count suddenly flashes up to 3,
Might.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes all the way back to 100. And then we realize this was never a game of real Fortnite. This was a game of reload. And everybody just respawned. They're back. Everyone's back. The game will never end. And then from the other side of the tunnel they hear it. As the Joker
Not
laughs.
the Joker, baby.
They're confused. They don't know what to do. They do the only thing they can as they lean towards one another, cuff each other's hands in their faces, pull their masks aside and embrace in a passionate kiss as All Might flies forward and starts yelling, Detroit Smash! And the Joker just keeps laughing because that's what he does, because he's kind of fucked in the head. And they share this beautiful kiss as they die once and for all.
All Might hates gay people?
Or so they think.
Yeah.
Until 30 seconds later when they respawn again at different points of the map. And they continue this perilous search for one another for the rest of their life. Trying to be with one another. Black Knight, Spider-Man, searching, hoping one day they will find love. And then, after years, 20 years of betraying their friends, going from island to island, rivers of red, they break out into song. Spider-Man! You are not the man I love! And so on. and then I did not think I was gonna have this much time. They raised
You can
raised
react
they
to
raised
that.
little
I little
children.
time. You don't even know what to do with it.
They said they raised this little army of rapscallions that soon take over Fortnite. Little scamps. They named them Harry. And that's it. They only named him Harry.
They named the poor old kids all Harry.
Fortnite with you over and over again.
I could do the.
I don't know the song well enough.
I know.
don't know if you guys are
I don't know
gonna
why you
hate-
brought it up then.
don't know
I heard
if
the
you guys
20
are-
years.
Cause it was funny.
I heard 20 years. I was like, he's definitely onto something.
Ethan, do you have more of planned of what you want of this?
No, I think.
Okay.
I mean, we're also
All right,
at an hour,
okay.
so.
Okay, I don't know. Hopefully you don't hate me. Ready?
Harry, wrap this up.
Wrap it up for us, Harry.
Spider-Man wakes up in a cold sweat. He's panting.
Imagine now he gets a short timer.
Oh, it was just a dream. Black Knight wakes up. Spider-Man, are you okay? He's like, it's nothing, babe. I just had the weirdest dream ever. Was it the Fortnite dream? It was a Fortnite dream. Hatsune Miku says, I had it too. And he looks down the line of the really long bed. Joker's like, I had it too. And Deadpool and All Might, they all had it. The Reaper and fucking Jack Black. And they're like,
Well, he can't say, he can only say movie lines.
Wait, wasn't there one more guy? I forget.
well then,
I think there was.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
And they all are like, let's just have one really nice threesome and go back to bed.
Wait, sorry, 9 people out of
Three-
3.
Yeah.
Well, 9 is divisible by 3 times, so really, it's all one big threesome. And in the middle of it, and then as Jack Black finishes here, Chicken Jockey, and that's it.
And just as it does like a Looney Tunes ass like black circle onto All Might's face as he's fucking. I love lesbians.
Yeah, while he's like in the middle of like a fucking human centipede kind of position.
You're ruining something we love.
You're welcome.
We have more story to tell. We have so much more story to tell, Harry. Post-credit scene.
That was the post-credit scene.
No, that wasn't. That was the end of the story. This is the post-credit scene.
I'm just trying to get these long ass timers.
Shut up! Eddie, shut up! Let him perform!
Let me think.
Yes, I had to let it perform, or else we wouldn't get this gold.
Shh, let him think.
It pans back up for a second, and Peter Griffin, he turns around, and there's Brian smirking. But you don't see his pupils anymore. You just see his white eyes. And holy shit, he has a diamond pickaxe in one of his arms. Circle back closes as you hear him laugh and go, ha 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 ha.
And Peter goes,
Hero Brian.
"Hey Lois, remember that time I fought
And then it
Hero
says-
Brian?"
So, wait. And it says, Hero Brian will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. I was really hoping it'd get dragged out there and go with another post-credit
Why did
scene.
it get so long?
That's what she said.
Every fucking
It cuts back to the river.
Title of my section.
A pair of slippers comes by. They're pink. He has bony legs and bony arms and a
don't
blue
through the bar,
jacket.
don't through the bar, don't through the bar, don't through the bar.
It's Delta Ruin.
This Delta can't be ruined until June 5th or something.
64 day till Delta Room. And then runs away. No one hears
It's
from
not
him
And
ever.
Vince
64
Bigley
days
gets
for this
shot in the
premiere.
distance. He doesn't get an on-screen death.
Again? You did this last time, dude.
It's just how, dude. It's just like the story.
No,
It's just
no,
how it
dude. I'm
progressed.
telling mom
It
if
was
you
a
keep doing
natural
this.
progression. It was a natural progression.
I'm telling fucking mom, dude.
You don't tell mom, dude. Don't be a little.
I'm gonna
Don't be a
tell
little
mom.
turd.
I'm telling
Don't be a
mom,
friggin'
dude.
turd.
Well, if I'm a turd, then you're the
I don't
butt.
give a crap. I don't give a crap, bro.
You don't give a crap? Yeah, listen, bro. You
Give
smell
a
bad.
fart, dude.
What?
Dude, you gotta be saying I'll get a fart.
Give a fart, bro.
Well, this is my
This has
recording
been the
stop.
glassless.
What?
My
No.
recording stop. No, it's not.
No.
I know it was just recording like for like an hour, 5 minutes. I know that for sure. When did this stop?
to the storage thing?
No, I don't think so.
Please, God, not again.
No,
All right. Well, I think that was all
For
for us
everyone
today,
else.
guys. If you want to hear
Yeah.
more stories like this, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and leave a like. And then leave a comment again telling us that you left a like. And then make sure also to go back and then leave a comment that you subscribed so we know that you subscribed. Exactly, subscribe.
It's like
Do
he's
what
still
Evil
here.
Seth said. Do what that
Hey guys,
fuckable
me, it's
do what
Seth.
that
I'm back.
do what that fuckable little face
I'm
said and subscribe.
fuckable. What? Why am I subscribe? Subscribe.
Seth, there you go.